Alright, I'm going to go on a quick overview of how Goodsync works in changing the hierarchy structure of where Dropbox and MyBox or Box.net synced files. We lost data. Box.net is set up on a redundant folder that's available here in the settings. When you go to the recycle bin, under the applications settings for Box.net, within the roaming platform, there is a recycle bin. So it is set up for redundant safety where it doesn't delete. I think what occurred in losing those files is the whole location folder changed. So what I want to go over real quick, Tori and Matt, with you is a service, one of the best syncing tools, which is Goodsync. This is available in the Box.net window on webs applications for where the file is. Back on software, I've a lot of these softwares I've organized in a couple different file formats. I'll work on this a little bit later on, but if you go under the software links, anything that will change in how new the file will be, for instance, Xmarks or TeamViewer, there's no intent or purpose in uploading TeamViewer because it'll change and a newer version will be available. So what I've done is I've created web links in here. When you update the file, you basically just go to the root folder of where the down would be, and that way you can always download the current version of the software. Back to how Goodsync works. You can go and download it if you want to on an application. What I did is the original file structure for where Tori saved her other files was in My Documents. The way that I've set up our folder hierarchy on this computer and other computers is when you go to Tori, the root folder files would be the normal Windows 7 files, but what I've done is I've named the Dropbox and MyBox.net and My Documents as a local version with My Data as a source. So the two working folders that we'll always be working from is basically MyBox.net, and I'll show you how you do things later on. But really right here, my folder hierarchy is MyBox.net, with all of Tori's redundant files being backed up here. You can see the sync window, so everything's synced right now in Box.net. You've also got Dropbox with My Data, and this is where you would store the QuickBooks and share that folder with other people right there. In addition, for the folder hierarchy, the My Documents would just be local documents, but really this isn't something that you'd want to use. We'd want to take all of the documents for Ecotech and drag them into the Box.net platform or Google Docs, and we'll mount that later on. This is how the folder hierarchy got set up. So last time Tori synced, your files were here, and you're saying that some of the files were missing. When I logged in here, I saw that the Ecotech folder was here but no others. So the hard thing for you right now would be comparing what data is here as well as what data is really in the current synced software, which is the Ecotech folder here. So this is why I want to go over Goodsync and how this software will speed up comparing two folders, so you're not dragging and dropping and you're getting the current version. Very applicable in saving hours and hours of time. So if you were to set up this folder from the beginning, you'd go on the left hand side is one folder set, on the right hand file is another. So I thought I'd kind of start from the beginning. So what I'm going to do is, because this root folder is the Ecotech folder that you'd saved your documents to previously, there's only one folder, which is Ecotech. So really I don't want to compare, I want to compare apples to apples. So I'm going to select just Ecotech because that's the only file in there. And then on the flip side, on the other side of the comparative data, I'm going to mybox.net, and I'm just going to select the Ecotech folder. And so right now what this software will do is I'm going to analyze, and it's comparing one folder against another folder. So what this software tells us, we're in the design. This tells us that all of the folders on the old side are not in the newer side. It says it's not present. So the direction is from right to left, and it's going to save all of the JPEGs and the files that we had. This is the file. So it's going to save all those back over into your hard drive. Now those might have been deleted by me at a later point because they were uploaded to Evernote. What I'm going to try to do is refresh right back over to you the things that we need. So here's website design. They're missing in your current data set, and I think the Tori, one of the things that you said was a frustration was your rep paperwork, your editable paperwork that was missing. So theoretically, this is the executive management. Let's scroll down here. You can see that from right, this is where the files are. This is where the files currently are. Now, there are some redundant things set up by me that will always save every file on your system to live drive. But this should make your file system whole on your box.net for whatever reason. So scrolling down, I'm just trying to find out where the folders went and update them so that they're synonymous. So if I go here, that should, let's see, your HR files. It looks like there's 21 that are on this side that want to go over this way. So those are some of the folders that we're saying were being deleted before. So I'm not sure what you're missing. Here's the HR stuff. There's 128 on the archived HR. So anyway, I'm gonna do that by syncing, and hopefully we're not going to create too much work on the other side. Now what this is doing is it's syncing everything that's missing on the right hand folder, Ecotech, to the left hand folder, which is your box.net synced folder. So what it will do is take this, which is on a local storage, upload it to your sync folder, and then from there we'll go back into box.net and I'll show you how you monitor the sync, but everything's set up to be automatic. So this will take a little bit of time. You got 3 minutes and 3 seconds for the PDFs to occur. Basically, you can already see that the files know that that they're being synced, and it's going to do a merge tree, which is basically understanding the new folder hierarchy and beginning the sync application. So hopefully that helps out in kind of updating you on some of that information.